To Javaism, and in this video we are going to talk about pattern number 10, and that is also very important patterns. Okay, so pattern number 10, what is saying is like, if you see this, we have already covered the patterns 10, right? So 9 is already covered, so we can discuss about the 10 right now. Okay, so if you see the pattern numbers 10, you can analyze, okay, how many row and columns are there. Okay, so if you see here, this is the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is how much? 9 row we have, 9 row. So this is the one things we have identified right now. And if you see this one, okay, so how much? 1 2 3 4 5 maximum we can take. So we can say n equal to 5 they have given. Okay, and this is the semantics. Okay, this is the semantics triangles they have created. Okay, so first we can draw these triangles, and then after we can draw this triangle, and we can easily do it. Correct? Okay, how? But how? So we have to iterate the loop up to 9 times. Okay, first loop we have to iterate up to 9 times because it's a 9th row. So what we can do is, if you see here, this matrix, this and this, after that and after that, both are the symmetrics, only this one is a different, right? So we can't think like, okay, it's fine. So what we can do is, we can start printing a star from 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, and then after we can make our printing a star, which is what? Whatever the size we have minus n. So what is the size we have? 2n minus. So if you see this, what is it? 2n minus actual size of I. So if you put it here, 2 into n is what? 5, and minus I. So what is the I value that time? It's a 6. So we got 4. So we can put 4 star. If 2 gonna 5 minus 7, if I is 7, okay, that time what we got? 3 star. 2 gonna 5 minus 8, that time 2 star. 2 gonna 5 minus 9, that time 1 star we can print, and we can end it. Can I show you how? Okay, for example, this is one loop we have started 1 to 9. Okay, how we can start 1 to 9? So 9 we can identify like 2n minus 1, simply. Okay, 2n minus 1, so it will give the 9. After that, inside the inner loop, what we can do is, we can take one loop. So this is a start with I is equal to 1. So here we can take one int start equal to 1. Otherwise we can take I is start equal to I, and we can print for j loop equal to 1 to j less than equal to I. Okay, and j plus plus, and print the loop. Print a star, yeah, whatever you want to print, you can print it. But before going to start, it will print 10 times, which is, this is print 9 times star star star. It will print like that. If I show you, okay, right? But we don't want like that. What we want? Here we can put one condition. What conditions? If whatever the I we have, if it is greater than n, so make it a star equal to what? A star equal to 2n minus I. That's it, and we can do it. Let's see the answer. It's very simple, it's not a hard. Okay, let's go here, and I'm going to create one methods. The method name I will give like public statics void, no need to measure anything, pattern 10, and it will take one n value, so int n. And after that, what we can do is, we can write one more variable, int start equal to I. By default we can take, and we can print it. Let's print it, and I will print it, let it be int j equal to 1, okay, and not like that, not like that, not like that. This is totally wrong I am doing. Okay, totally wrong. This is the for loop, and this is first I we have to take, and it will go up to 2n minus 1. So it will run up to 2n minus 1. So we can write 2 multiply n minus 1 and I plus plus. Okay, I missed this conditions, I forget it, and this should be inside the for loop. Correct? Now it's correct. Again we have to take one for loop, iterate based on the index, and it will start with also 1, and it will go up to a start. So based on the start only it will run. But make sure if you are giving here 10, it should be 10 because indexing a start with 1. Okay, if you are giving a start, then make sure give the equal to, and here you can print it. If you see the magic, what will happen? We have to print the stars, correct? Print the star, and after printing this for loop, go to next line. So give the next line. Okay, if I call these methods inside the pattern main methods, so pattern 10 and paste, give the 5 as the input, and let's run it. So once you run it, you can see the output. Okay, so this is the output, but I don't want this output, so remove this ln. By default it's given the ln. Okay, once you run it, you can see here the output is something not similar to our case. Okay, what we want up to 5 times. Okay, after that we want reverse directions. So what we can do, this is the start, and the start with always depend on the I. So what we can do is we can write one if condition here. Hey if whatever the I we have, if it is greater than what, n, greater than or equal to n, then what we can do, just do one thing. What? Write start equal to 2, start equal to 2 into n minus I. Why? Because 2 into n it will give 10, and 10 minus what is the I value right now? It's a 6, so it will give 4. So start will become 4, it will print 4 times. Correct? Next time, if I becomes 7, so it will do the minus, it will print 3 times. If I become 8, 10 minus 8 become 2, it will print 2 times. If I become what? 9, so 10 minus 2, similarly you can do it and you can print it. So this is the if conditions which we have to put, and it will give the answers. Okay, if you see the same patterns we have printed which we want. Okay, and if you want to do the online compiler, if you want to test with the online compilers, you can go and test it, no issue in that. But I will show you like how we can test with the online compiler also. That is also important. Okay, so do the coding on online compiler also, but let us we can do at the same times everything. Okay, let's go and see the second problems. What is the next problem is? So next problems, if you see here, problem numbers 11, which is 11. What this problem is saying, this is the, it's going 1 2 3 4 5, so n equal to 5 we have decided. Okay, it's fine. What we have to do is we have to print, what we have to print, we have to print first time 1, correct? Next row we have to print 0 1. Okay, so it's a alternate, it's a alternate. If you see, it's a alternate. If you see, so what will happen? For example, this is the odd numbers, 1 is odd, so every odd number should be 1 1 1, and every even number what we are giving 0 0 0. That's it. So in odd row, for example, this is the row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, row number 4, row number 5. So in the odd row number they are giving the 1, and even they are giving the 0. After that, once you start, even it's a 0 or 1. So if it is 1 and first row, print 1 times. If it is second row and it's a 2 times, so 0 1. If it is third row, print 3 times, 1 0 1. If it is fourth row, 0 1 0 1, so 4 element. If it is fifth time, 1 0 1 0 1, 5 times. Okay, so like that we have to print it. So what we can do, it's a simple, okay, what we can do, it's a simple way we can do it. But if you see here, what we are doing is basically we are starting, so we can find out, okay, if the given I is even or odd, okay, divided with 2 equal to 0, then we can make it start with 0, else we can write start with 1. So this is the one things we can identify easily, okay. But once you start it, what we have to do is, if it is started with 1 or 0, we have to do the minus 1 minus 0, 1 minus 1, like that we can do it. Okay, so let's go to the code, okay, and I will show you. So this is the 9, pattern number 9, and let me write a code for the 10. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just do the copy paste. Okay, so its code is copy, and here I have pasted. So this is the pattern number 11 I have given. And here what we have to do is, we have to iterate in the triangle spaces only. If you see here, this is the triangle 1 2 3 4 5, this is the look like a triangle only, so no need to give anything here, just give your n. Okay, and here we have to change something, like start is always denoted by 1. So what I'm going to do is, I will take this outside, not inside, okay, and I will take as a 1. And here I will write a logic. So what I will write here is, I will say if I modulo division 2 equal to 0, make a start with 0. In else conditions, I will write a start equal to 1, because we have identified if it is odd, what we are doing, we are taking and starting with the 1 only, so we can take 1. So this is the one things we have clear. Okay, so starting is clear, how we can start it. But here if you see, it will go up to I, that is sure, 1 to I, that is sure. But while printing it, we can print here, what we can print, we can print here start. Okay, we can print here start, and after printing the start, what we have to do, we have to do a start equal to 1 minus start. Why I have done like that? 1 minus start. For example, if I printed 1, next time what I want? 0. So 1 minus 1, it will give me a 0. So next time I will print 0. If again we have to print, yeah, I am ready for that. Okay, what it will give? It's already 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. It will print 1. So like that it will work. Okay. If I print you can see the output, and it's very easy to do that. Okay, no, we have to call here pattern number 11, right? Pattern number 11. So 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. So even out it's also maintained, and alternate also it will maintain it. Okay. So I hope you understood how we can do it, and let's do that 2 codes with the online compiler also, so that everybody can understood, and they also write the code in online compilers. Okay, so let's start now. So if you see here, I have already opened this code. Okay, so if you go here, rectangle, so if you see the rectangles, like they have given like that description, so many people are confused, but it's not difficult, it's very easy, and it's a easy level also. So Ninja was a very fond of the patterns for a given integers n. Okay, and he want to make the n star rotated triangles, So what we are doing is, we are rotating the triangle actually here, and this is the symmetrics of the triangles. Any triangles we can rotate it, that is called as symmetrics. Okay, and if you see here, they have given the 3 inputs, so we have to print up to 3. Okay, and the symmetrics of those, okay, like pratibin you can say, yeah, reflection you can say. So what we can do, simply we can write a code here. Okay, so how we can write a code for that? We have to print it. So simply we have to print whatever the value they have given as a n. So based on that we can write a code for that. So int I equal to 1, let's take with the 1, and I less than, it will go up to 2n, which is 2 multiply with n minus 1. Okay, if it is, they have given the n equal to 3. Okay, so it's maybe like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so what we can do is 2 into n minus 1. So what is the 2? So 2 is basically 2 into n. So what is the n? N is 3. 3 2 ja 6, right? And 6 minus 1, it will give the 5, and we can do our work, and we can increment it I plus plus. Okay, this is the one things we have to do. So it will go up to 5 times. It will go up to 5 times of the row it will cover. Now we have to think how we can print it. So while printing, what we have to do, we have to take one for loop and int, right, int j equal to 0, not 0, we have to start with 1 for us. If you are taking 0, that is also fine, you can take it, but I have taken the 1, so it should be 1 only. Okay, and j less than, it will go up to start. So start, we can create one variables. Okay, and we can write here j plus plus. Okay, so what star will do basically here is, we are creating a one start. The start is capable to store it like what is the value we have. Okay, so a star will basically, if you write here a start, int start equal to 0 or anything, you can write it. Okay, so first time it will go and write a start, okay, equal to I only. So based on the I, start will work, and we can go up to I, and we can print it. System, we have to write fully everything. System dot out dot print, and whatever the star we have to print, or whatever the numbers we have to print, we can print it. So for example, we have to print the start, so I have given the start here, and there is no space required, so we don't want to give the space here. And then after, what we can do is we can go further, and after that we can write println, right, for the next line. Okay, so let me give here, and it will go to the next line, so no need to give here anything, and this should be ln. Okay, correct. And how start will be had? So right now if you see, it will print everything, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, but I don't want to print all those things. I have already explained you. So what we can do, we can write one if, and inside this if we can say if I is greater than n, whatever the value we have n, then what we have to do is we have to make start equal to 2 into n, 2 into n minus I. So it will also minimize it, and we can print the stars. Okay, let it be done. Same code I have already explained you guys. Oh my god, it's not working right now. Okay, if you see here, what is the issue? What is the wrong things we have done? So if it is 3, what is the output? Incorrect space. I have given a space. Let me check. So if you see here, this is the int start, okay, n equal to this one, and I have created the variables which is going to take I and I plus plus, I greater than n, right? And if I greater than n, then start equal to 2 into n minus I, and based on the start. Okay, here also we have to give the equal to, because up to that we have to print. Okay, let me run. So now test cases all pass, because we have started with the 1, but it will not go up to start, so because of that it's giving this. Okay, so this is the one things we have to write, right guys? Let me minimize it. Okay, so our code is submitted successfully, and same code we have written here also. If I show you the same code, pattern numbers 10, and this is the pattern numbers 11 to printing a binary number which is 0101. Okay, in the same way I have written, nothing else. Okay, in the same way also you can write the code for that also. So for example, let's take this example. Okay, and this code we want for the online compiler, so let me copy. Okay, and let's go to the online compiler, and this is the binary numbers. So if it input is 3, we have to print first time in the odd place 1. If it is even place, start with the 0. If it is odd place, start with the 1. This is the combinations we have to do. If you see this example, so perfectly it's saying like odd 1, odd 1, odd 1, even 0, even 0, even 0. And once it will start, we have to do the like alternate. Okay, so once I paste here code, you can see here what we have done. We have taken one start with I, and we have iterated the for loop, but inside the for loop we have some conditions. If the row is, whatever the row we have, if it is 0, it means modular division with the 0. If it is even, we have to take a start equal to 0. If it is odd, take a start equal to 1. And then after we have written a loop here which is going to print the start, but make sure the start always do the, for printing the alternate, it will do the minus plus minus plus. Okay, like that. Let me run this code. Oh my god, some of the cases is not satisfied because of they are respecting the space. Correct. So what we can do is we can give the space, nothing else we have to do. So while giving a space in between, so we can print our start plus some space they required. So we can give it no issue in that. And once we give, all the test cases passed, and we can submit it easily. Okay, so this is the code. Okay, and I hope you can do it, and